NBA 2K TV. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing well. I see you're repping your squad. Tell us a little bit about your jersey.
I'm wearing that SGA jersey. You know I'm repping OKC as my favorite team.
I love it. And today we're going to be hopping into the W. And we're also joined by two of our 2K TV teammates,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams as we're just about ready to get this one started. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Karis LeVert is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Warriors, they've got Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Green. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Dixon in at the two-guard spot. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Here's Johnson. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got his team on the board to start the game for the Hawks.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Launches from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Now, Shea after the missed three from Dixon. Pass to LeVert. To the inside, and he jams it with authority.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Tries from 10. Curry, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
Here's Shea, defended by Moody. And it's Shea missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Curry. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Butler, no good. The Hawks trail by 3 to end the run. Green with the block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Second chance shot. A nice shot by LeVert.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
On the pass to Moody. Rebound, Atlanta. Now LeVert. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Pass to Shea. Now here's Okongwu. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Fires from the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Here's Dixon. He's covered by Daniels. Passes it to Dixon. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks streak, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
To the paint. Moody the pass to Dixon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State. While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Here's Dixon. Levert defending. Dixon's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now, here's Levert. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Curry takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Curry's got 7 points.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Now, here's Levert. Guarded closely. Pass to Rizichet. Here's Levert. Lets it go with the three. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And yes, it's good. He has 5.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
That's tipped. Here's Dixon. 5 points in the game. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Pass to Johnson. Now, here's Levert. He's guarded by Dixon. And here's the fast break. Here's Curry with the 3. And another 3 for Golden State. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Curry. 10 points for him. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Rizichet, defended by Moody. Pass to Rizichet. Hawks passing it around. Daniels from outside. That's good. And it's Levert with the assist.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
He tries for 3. Dixon's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 3. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Reza Shea. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Clippers.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Reza Shea is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Now LeVert. After the missed three from Dixon. Reza Shea wide open. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. The pass to Niang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Niang's got 6 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Dixon, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dixon passes to Moody. Butler on the way. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. LeVert with it. 7 points in the game. Stolen. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Stephen Curry hits them both. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
The Hawks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Here's Dixon. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive and getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
Here's LeVert. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Another shot. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Atlanta calls timeout.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Dub Nation, you know what time it is. T-shirt time. Make some noise.
And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Take a look at the Knicks. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for Golden State, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 6-point lead. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Knocked away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Butler hammering it home.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
The Hawks trail by 10. Now, Reza Shea coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and plays it in. Reza Shea's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a great sign for Reza Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
Pajemski, he's checked in for the Warriors.
For your Warriors.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Stephen Curry. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Butler with the ball, working on Niang. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Dixon. He's got 8. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Johnson surveying the floor. He's looking for Niang and finds him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And it's Butler missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And here's LeVert after the three-pointer from Dixon. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Niang. Back to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reza Shea. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Over to the left wing. Pass to Dixon. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's LeVert on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, and that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to Johnson. Back to LeVert. Knocks it loose. Okay, time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Stephen Curry's doing. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He informed me that he took a big hit to his forearm, and now he has a sizable bruise, but that's all. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Daniels subbed in for George Niang.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Hawks have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Mann's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 16-7 run. Trying his luck from deep. Dixon's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 11. There's the pass to Mann. He kicks it to Daniels. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Golden State calls
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Timeout called the Warriors. Fields checked in. So it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their...
That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Warriors 61. The Hawks 52.